I wanted to give you a quick demo on just how do you create a basic custom search engine, also known now as a programmable search engine for Google. So you're going to go to Programmable Search Engine. So you'll go to Programmable Search Engine.google.com. That's going to bring you to this page, and then you just click Get Started. And if you already have a Google account, just log in with your Google account, and that'll help you get started. And then from there, you're going to go to this page, which you won't have these already, but if you just click Add, and when you click Add, it's going to allow you to create a new custom search engine. So let's take a look at this. What the first thing you're going to do is you're going to just name your search engine. So I'm just going to call this Test Search, and you can go down and you can have this search the specific site or particular pages, or you could have it search the whole web. I'm just going to have it focus on specific sites that I give it. So if I want to give it one of the sites, let's take a site and give it, let's do something easy like linkedin.com. And so I'm going to actually put linkedin.com into this bar and click Add, and you can add more sites. You can add as many of these sites as you need. I think there's a limit on how many you can put here. So I added that site. Then the next thing you want to do after you've added all your sites is you want to come down and you can either toggle image search on or off, and you can turn safe search on or off. I'm going to leave image search off for now. Then you can actually go and here it's asking me if I'm a robot. I'm saying no, and then I'll create it. And so now it's created my new custom search engine, and I can copy this information and put it into my website, or if I have a search bar on my website that I want to create, I can use that. But in this case, I'm just going to say customize. Once you go to customize, you can edit. You can edit the title or the name of your search engine. You can create a description and add it here. You won't worry about this code for now, but then you can use this search engine ID. But the main thing that you're looking for is this public URL. You can share this public URL with other people on your team or really anyone in the world. And then here, if you want to go and edit these things, you can edit these search features. The other thing about the search features is we're going to come back to this because we're going to go to all search features when we get ready to create the tabs at the top of your search engine. So if you want to add additional URLs, there's the LinkedIn URL that I have in there. So let's add some additional ones. I'm going to put in, let's do another site like Meetup. So I've got Meetups, and I'm going to add sites to search. I'm going to add Meetups to this. So if I click Add, I just can type in that site, and I've got the asterisks here because there are some subdomains for Meetups that I want to make sure I capture those. So I'm going to click Save, and then let's add a couple more. I'm going to add another site called Zing. Zing is like LinkedIn, only they use it a lot in Germany and they use it in Europe. So I'm going to add Zing, and let's add one more. Let's add one more. Let's do Instagram. That's an interesting one. So I'm going to add Instagram. You can really add any site that you want to, and what makes it more powerful, you may have to do a little bit of work figuring out what the structure of the site is. And then let's just add one more. Let's add Zoom info, because if we're recruiting, a lot of times we can find additional information on Zoom info. So I'm going to add that site. So now I've added these 5 sites, and then I can also tell it to exclude certain sites. So if I don't want certain sites to show up, I can add those here and exclude those. I won't do that right now, but giving it a description, whatever we decide to do, we're going to have this public URL that we can share with other people. and then we're gonna decide how we want it to search, and then we put the sites in. Now, go to all search features. So you click all search features. And when you do all search features, that's gonna give you these refinements, which allow you to actually name each one of those sites. We're gonna skip all the promotion stuff. So we've got this. So what we want to be able to do here is we wanna be able to add a refinement. And what I'm gonna do is, you can see it says I don't have any current refinements. So I'm gonna add a refinement, and I get to name each refinement. So I'm going to associate the refinement to each one of these websites, to each one of these sites, and that's what's going to create that tab at the top. So if I click this, I'll call this refinement Zoom Info. Instagram. And let's say Zing. And let's add one more. Let's say Meetup. And then the last one is LinkedIn. So let's save LinkedIn. Now I've got my refinements created. I don't want to do anything with promotions or any of these other advanced settings down here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the search engines. So here's the one that I just created. And if I click this, I've got all my settings. But what I want to do is I want to click on this public URL. That's going to give me this basic looking search window. So let's search for someone. Software developer. So now we've got software developer. Let's go ahead and click the search. And now that's given me 43 million results for all results. If I come over to the first refinement or the tab, Zoom Info, it lists people with software developer in the title. I click Instagram, so it's finding people that it's searching, doing a site search on Instagram. And I'm looking at Zing, and it's doing the same thing for Zing. If I click Meetups, it's giving me software developer in Meetups. And then LinkedIn, of course, they're getting software developer titles and LinkedIn. So that's the basics of how you make this work. You can always add new features. You can add new searches. You can add new sites. You can change the old sites. Hope this helps, and have a great evening.